হ্যালো ভিউয়ার্স, ওয়েলকাম টু লার্নিং ক্লাসরুম। আশা করছি লকডাউনে তোমরা নিশ্চয়ই সবাই বাড়িতেই আছো, সুস্থ আছো এবং সেফ আছো। এই চ্যানেলে আমি তোমাদের আজ থেকে বায়োলজি পড়াতে চলেছি। তো আজকের টপিক হলো সেল বায়োলজি। তো তোমাদের যে টপিকটা পড়াতে চলেছি সেল বায়োলজির মধ্যে, সেই টপিকটা হচ্ছে সেল সাইকেল অ্যান্ড সেল ডিভিশন। তো আমি জানি এখানে অনেকেই বেঙ্গলি মিডিয়াম স্টুডেন্ট থাকতে পারো, অনেকে ইংলিশ মিডিয়াম স্টুডেন্ট থাকতে পারো। তো এখনকার ম্যাক্সিমাম কম্পিটিটিভ যত এক্সাম আছে তোমরা সবাই জানো যে ইংলিশে কোশ্চেনটা হয়। তো আমি এখানে তোমাদের কিন্তু ইংলিশে পড়াবো। তো তোমাদের যদি কোথাও কোয়ারি থাকে বা কোনো রিকোয়ারমেন্ট থাকে বা কোনো এমসিকিউ দরকার লাগে, তো তুমি সরাসরি আমাকে কমেন্টে জানাতে পারবে, আমি তোমাকে হেল্প করার চেষ্টা করব। এবং তোমাদের কাছে আমার একটা রিকোয়েস্ট আছে, এই ভিডিওটি যদি তোমার ভালো লেগে থাকে তাহলে তুমি সাবস্ক্রাইব করো এবং নোটিফিকেশান বেলটি প্রেস করে দিও, যাতে কিনা যখনই ভিডিও পোস্ট করা হয় তুমি নোটিফাই হয়ে যাও। এবং যতটা পারবে এই চ্যানেলটিকে শেয়ার করো বন্ধুদের কাছে, যাতে তারাও হেল্প পাবে। Here is a structure given of cell, and here is a line written, cell is the structural and functional unit of life. What do you mean by this? Cell is the structural, means it forms the structures of the body and help the body to function. So cell is the structural and functional unit of life. You have to memorize this by heart. So let us first of all see the structure of cell. Here we can see that cytoplasm is there and cell membrane is there. These are the basic structure of a cell. And here is the nucleus, which has different part, that is nucleolus, nucleoplasm, means like cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the plasma of the cell. So nucleoplasm is the plasma of the nucleus. And here is the nuclear envelope, means nuclear covering, and rough endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, and centriole. You can see here given in the picture easily. So these, what are these? These are mainly the cell organelles, or the parts of the cell which help the cell to perform the function. So go next thing. Now we will study what do you mean by cell cycle and the phases of the cell cycle. So what is the definition of cell cycle? Cell cycle is the series of the episodes which occur during the cell division. Means when the cell is dividing, it is occurring by step. So the series of the episodes or the steps which are occurring in the cell division, we can say it as cell cycle. We can say it as cell cycle. And another thing you have to remember, that what do you mean by generation time? It is very important. Generation time. What do you mean by generation time? Generation time is the basically the gap between the two cell cycle. Basically it is the gap between the two cell cycle. And cell division is dependent on certain proteins. You have to know the name of the proteins. It is very important. Name of the proteins is very important. That is cyclin and cyclin dependent kinase. We can also say CDKS. We can also say CDKS. Okay, these are the proteins of the cell which help the cell to divide. So what do we have studied up till now? That what do you mean by cell cycle? What is the generation time? What do you mean by cell cycle? Then cell cycles are the steps or series of the episodes or phases which occur during the cell division. And what do you mean by generation time? Generation time means gap between two successive cell division. And what are the proteins? That is cyclin and cyclin dependent kinases. Understood? Now we will study the phases of cell cycle. What are the phases? Two phases, M phase and interphase. What is M phase? M phase means mitosis. As we are studying mitosis, so M phase, mitotic phase, and interphase. What is interphase? Mainly interphase is the resting phase of the cell cycle. Now here it is written what is interphase. The series of changes that takes place in newly formed cell and nucleus before it become capable of division again. Means when cell is starting to divide, it have to see that all the ingredients are present. Means when you are cooking, you will see that all the ingredients are present or not. After that you will see that I can cook or not. So cell have to see that all the things are present within the cell for division. So in the interphase, cell get ready and prepare the things needed to divide. So that is interphase. Interphase means the period in which the cell prepare itself for division, and it constitute, it is very important, 95% of the total generation time. Means between two division, I have told that between two division it is called generation time. So 95% of that is the M phase. Interphase. 95% of that time is interphase. So understood? Now we will go to next slide. Of interphase. After that we will go to M phase. So what I have told, interphase is the phase where the cell get ready for division. So it has three phases, mainly G1, S and G2. If you see this picture, first of all let me show you this picture. Here you can see that cell interphase is divided into G1, S and G2. Okay, G1, S and G2, and it constitutes the 95% of the total generation time. So G1, what is G1? Fast growth phase. What is S? Growth and DNA replication. What is G2? Growth and final preparation for division. So we will study it in details. Let's see. So here you see G1 phase. It is the fast growth phase. What are the things or key point that you have to remember in this phase? That I have told that cell have to prepare for division. So what are the things you have to remember? That in this phase RNA and proteins are synthesized. So for division you have to need all the things to properly divide. So RNA and proteins are synthesized in this phase. And what are the other things that I have told? That this phase the cell grows in size so that it is capable of division. So the nucleus and cell growth in size. I have shown here that G1 is the fast growth phase. Means here the cell and the nucleus will grow in size. And another thing you have to remember, that RNA and proteins are also synthesized. Now we will go to the S phase. What is S phase? The synthetic phase. Synthetic phase means synthesis will occur. Synthesis means formation. What formation? That DNA content doubles. Means if the DNA content in your body is X, let me show you, X, then it will get 2X after the S phase is over. So in S phase X is converted into 2X. But here you have to remember one important thing, that the cell chromosome number remains same. Cell chromosome number is same. Means if the cell chromosome number is 2n in diploid, means in human, in case of human diploid organism, so 2n, then it will remain 2n. But the DNA content, if it is X, then it will be 2X. So this is very important thing you have to remember all, that DNA content doubles but the chromosome numbers remain same. Very important. And another thing, I have shown you centriole in the cells organelles, that centriole duplicate in this S phase. Okay. Now we will go to G2 phase. What is G2? It is the second growth phase. We have seen first growth phase, it is the second growth phase. Here also the RNA and proteins are produced, means it is the last phase before we will go to the M phase. So before that, cell checks itself that it has all the organelles and all the things needed for cell division. So in G2 phase, mainly the more RNA and proteins are produced. And another thing you have to remember, that what are the protein that is produced in G1 phase, that is the histone protein. You have to remember histone. Sorry for my writing, but histone protein. So what is the protein name? Histone protein, that is produced in the G1 phase. So histone, what is histone protein? Histone proteins are the mainly the basic protein. As DNA is acidic, so histone protein are the basic proteins which are coiled. The DNA gets coiled over the histone protein. So we will go to the next slide. So you can understand that interphase 3 part, G1, S and G2, and what are the things I have told you clearly. Now we will go to the next slide. Now here we can see that G1, then S, then G2, then it is going M. So you have to remember the sequence: first G1, then S, then G2, then M. Another thing you can see, now M phase is divided into cytokinesis and karyokinesis. Now what do you mean by these terms? I have to study this term. What do you mean by this term, cyto and karyo? So cyto means, we know cyto means cell, and kinesis means, what do you mean by kinesis? Kinesis means division. Sorry, one thing, that cyto here means cytoplasm, that we have already seen. Sorry, cytoplasm. And karyokinesis means, kinesis means, what do you mean by kinesis? Kinesis means division. Okay, kinesis means division, and cyto means cytoplasm. So cytoplasm division is called cytokinesis, and karyo means nucleus. Karyo means nucleus. What do you mean by karyo? That is nucleus. Nucleus is karyo. So karyokinesis means nuclear division. Cytokinesis means cytoplasm division. Karyokinesis means nuclear division. Understand? Now after M phase, cell may enter G0 phase or quiescent phase. What do you mean by this? That is, we can see here in the picture that G1 is sometime going to G0 phase. What do you mean by this? G0 phase. So G0 phase means the quiescent phase. In this phase, the cell, means when the cell goes to G0 phase, you have to know that when the cell is damaged somehow, or the cell division is not required, at that time cell goes to some stagnant phases. In that phase, cell do not divide, means in the G0 phase, cell cycle get arrested and no cell division occurs, but the cell size can grow in that phase. Means basically, if a cell goes to G0 phase, in that phase the cell do not undergo division. It can undergo metabolism, but it do not undergo division, means cell is in the rest, or we can say cell is repairing itself to perform the cell cycle. Some cell after repair then undergo from G0 to again to G1, then to S, then to G2, then to M, and this way the cell division occurs. So sometimes the cell go to the stagnant or quiescent phase, that is the G0 phase. After that we will study a term that is amitosis. What do you mean by amitosis? Amitosis means, we can understand A means mitosis is not occurring, means here the division of the cell is direct cell division and unequal division into daughter cell. So I will understand you this thing, tell you this thing how it occurs. See here, if this is a cell, let me take it as cell. Now the cell will divide into two daughter cells. This is the parent cell, so this is more or less equally divided. But when the cell is dividing like this, that means unequal division of cell. The daughter cell are not similar in size, but the division is direct, means from parent to daughter in one step. But if you see the M phase, we can see, we will study later, that M phase has many other phases in itself. So it is the indirect cell division. So M phase or mitotic phase is the indirect cell development or division. And equal, very important, equal division, equal, and here is unequal division. Understand? In amitosis there will be single step division and unequal division. In mitosis there will be many step division and equal division, that is qualitative and quantitative, both. Qualitatively means in quality as well as in quantity, both the division will be same. So let's go to the next slide. If you are facing any problem, then you may tell in the comments. Okay, now we'll study that karyokinesis. Now we'll study the karyokinesis. What do you mean by karyokinesis? Okay, karyokinesis, that is indirect and equal division of nucleus. I have told you that indirect and equal division of nucleus, it is a part of mitotic phase or M phase. So karyokinesis is division of the nucleus. So it is divided into four phases: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. So I have here tell you a mnemonic, that is Papa makes awesome tea. What do you mean by this? This is the trick to remember. So Papa makes awesome tea. If you see here P, M, A and T, you can see P prophase, M metaphase, A anaphase, T telophase. If you have any hard to remember these things or difficulty in remember these things, so you can use this mnemonic to remember the step: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Papa makes awesome tea. Okay.